Fellow nerds, I hope all is well with you and yours. I hope you're playing lots and lots and lots of video games in 2019. As you can see, I got Jamocha with me, my partner in crime. And today we're going to be talking about the games of 2019. Yes, 2019 is stacking up to be a crazy year, just like 2018 was. I fell behind quite a bit. There's a lot of games that I want to play. Did you fall behind too?
Oh,
or is it just me? No, it wasn't just me. Yeah, we both fell behind, and I'm sure you guys probably have some sort of backlog as well. But that's not going to stop us from talking about the games that we want in 2019. And to kick us off, we're going to start with the third-party titles that are coming out in 2019. So your EAs, your Ubisofts, the big guys, Activision, Blizzard, those guys. So Mocha, let's jump right into it. 2019 games, third party. The first one we're going to talk about is Ace Combat. Ace Combat 7 to be specific. Skies Unknown. Now this game comes out on January 18th for consoles, and then it comes out on February 1st, 2019 for PC. So by the time you're watching this game is out on consoles, and then you gotta wait a little bit longer for PC. But of course, this game was developed by Bandai Namco. Coming out for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. It's basically an arcade dogfighting game. Have you ever gotten into the Ace Combat games?
So I played the Ace Combat games in the arcade, and I think maybe on a Sega. I think Sega owned this at one point. Maybe not.
I can't remember.
I don't know, but I played it a long time. I may have played on like the Genesis or something. But it kind of fell off of me. I didn't pay them any attention until we started doing this list. I'm like, oh, Ace Combat is still around. Okay.
Oh yeah, Ace Combat is still around. It's basically one of the only. Well, it's the biggest dogfighting combat Sky Combat game out there. So it's going to do its numbers for its niche market. The good thing about this one is it's also PSVR supported. So if you have a PlayStation VR and you're into
so that may make it pretty cool, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Aerial game in VR.
Sure.
That's pretty sweet. Selling point for me right there.
That was a pretty good move on their part. I'm wondering if it's going to come out for Oculus Rift and the Vive as well, but we shall see. But that game comes out on the 18th and the 1st, depending on which platform you want it on, so look out for that. I'm not that hyped for this game. I would say my hype is around a 2 or 1. Yeah, it's not my kind of game. What about you?
It's usually not my type of game. Like I said, it's just a game to me. It's something like that. I haven't paid much attention to it in a long time. So, I mean, it looks good. It appears to have a story this time around.
Yeah, it has a story.
Focus on the individuals. I don't know if the previous games had it, but I don't know. Yeah, but
this story looks like it's more deep, a little bit more deep than the previous games.
Yeah.
Out of 10.
So, out of 10 was my hype meter. Yeah. 5.
Yeah. Okay. The game has a chance. All right. The next game on the list, this is one of the big ones. This is one of the ones that I'm looking forward to the most out of it. This is probably my most anticipated game of 2019. Resident Evil 2 Remake, developer Capcom, of course. Now, this game comes out on the 25th, so it's right around the corner. Around the corner. I've already called off work. My boss has been asking me why I called off. I didn't tell her why. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to this game a bunch. So much so that I played the original in both scenarios. So I played Claire first and then Leon. I think the reverse is the actual way that they want you to play it, but I always play Claire first and then I play Leon's scenario. Very much looking forward to this game. And the one-shot demo surpassed 1 million players when it came out. So there's a demo for Resident Evil 2 Remake if you didn't know. And it's been downloaded over 1 million times. So this is looking like it's going to be pretty successful for Capcom.
Yeah, just let you know, we do have video of that. Charles actually played that game, so it's this right here.
No, it's in this corner.
It's not in that corner, Charles.
We'll put a card right here for you to watch that. Yeah. It's a no commentary, so you can watch it and just enjoy the visuals. All right. My hype meter is off the roof for this one. 10 for me. What about you?
I still haven't played much of Resident Evil 7. I started it. I do like Resident Evil's the games. The hype meter for this one, probably 7.
7?
7.
It's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
I thought it was going to be lower than that. It's not
No,
bad.
I mean, I'm into the Resident Evil game. I do like the games. I like some of the scary tactics they use. I think this may have been the first Resident Evil game I played.
Yeah, the original was the first one. Yeah,
was the first one I played.
Yeah.
So
for Nintendo 64, I remember you having that game. Yes.
Yeah, so about a 7. I mean, I will look forward to giving this one a shot.
Yep. All right, moving right on. Another big game. This game, to be honest, this game might be even bigger than the last one, but in terms of my hype level, it's not. Kingdom Hearts 3 is also coming out on the 25th. They're 2 different games, so I don't think they're gonna, eat each other's lunch per se.
Definitely.
But
2 different markets.
This is developed by Square Enix. As I mentioned, it comes out the day that Resident Evil comes out, so it's pretty much dead to me until I finish my Resident Evil lunch. And then another note, Kingdom Hearts 2 came out I think it was over in 2005.
2005. So it's been 14 years since we had a console.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts
follow up to Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
So there are human beings walking around that you can have full-blown conversations with.
I have no idea what this game is.
Yeah, that are probably waiting for this game. They weren't even born when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, but they probably are waiting for this game as well. That's Square Enix for you, though. They're long development. They take a while to get their main games out. Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. I'm actually surprised this is still happening with everything that's been happening with Disney, but look forward to that game. I'm actually looking forward to playing it. I got to play the first 2, so my hype meter is not like super high right now because I do want to play the first 2. I don't remember much from them. I'll give this one a 7. I will eventually get it and play it for sure, but that's where I'm at with it. What about you?
So I've never played Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah.
And probably look at me and think I'm crazy. I could never get into the games for some reason. They never were on my radar. I knew about them. I've seen people play them. I've heard all the buzz about them. People love them who play them. I just never got into it. Kingdom Hearts 3 does look pretty amazing.
I mean, yeah.
All the characters that they have in there, Toy Story. I mean, all the Disney characters. I mean, we love Disney, so but I could never get into the game. But this one, I'm actually interested in giving it a shot. So my hype meter for me for this game, I would say about a 7.
Okay.
So about a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm actually interested in checking this one out.
Yes. All right. Man, a lot of these games are pretty big. The next one is a big one as well, in my opinion. It's a BioWare game. You probably already know what it is. Anthem is coming out February 22nd, 2019. Listen, Anthem needs to be a hit for BioWare. BioWare needs a hit right now, and I hope EA is letting them do everything they can possibly do to make this game a good game, not stripping things out to sell later.
Right.
Just focus. I want them to just focus on making Anthem the best thing that it can possibly be. I'm scared. I don't know if it's going to be that, but we shall see. It's a mech suit shared world RPG. If you didn't know, Anthem is a mech suit shared world RPG. There's no PV. It's only PvE, so no PvP. So there's nothing to fall back on once you complete the story.
I wonder if they were going to release DLC later on to make it PvP. Yeah. I mean, because it only makes sense. You know?
It only makes sense. They have to. Yeah. In my opinion, they have to. I do wish that they had something else to fall back on just in case, but I'm still looking forward to this game. I'm actually very much looking forward to this game. I want it to be good, but the name on the
so of all the games we're going to cover, this is probably in my top 2 of the games I'm most no, let me finish my sentence. Top 2 of the games I'm most scared of.
Oh, okay.
You know,
little twist there.
Right.
Little twist.
A little scared of. Like you said, because of the development history, because of EA, we know EA been closing studios left and right. We know how they've been really strict on, taking stuff out of games.
Yeah.
So yes, this is one of the games I'm really scared of. But I'm scared, but I'm hyped for it because I love BioWare as a developer. Like I said, they do need a hit. Mass Effect Andromeda did not go well with a lot of people, so they need to kind of rebound from this game. it's a lot of hype around this game again, but I'm also scared of it as well. So I am looking forward to this game, but I'm scared. I'm scared.
I think because of that, because of EA, my hype for it is not like I'm definitely going to play this game. I refuse to get very hyped for it though, because I know this could go south real quick with EA in behind that company. So my hype meter for this game is around a 5. I will be buying it.
Really?
I will be buying it day one, but I'm tempering my expectations of what this game could possibly be because of the company behind it. I know BioWare is developing it, but EA has a tendency of they just canceled a Star Wars open world.
We'll get into that. Yeah,
they just canceled an open world Star Wars game. So I just don't have any faith in EA. I really hope they prove me wrong though. So 5 for me out of 10. Hype meter for me. What about you?
So for me, out of all the games on the list so far we've covered, this will get my highest score because I am hyped about this game. When they first announced it, it was BioWare. I'm like, yes, I trust BioWare. Not including Andromeda. So 8 for me because I am excited about this game. So, but again, like I said, I'm just scared, but I am hyped about it. I will definitely give it a try. Yeah, definitely.
So to ease your fears, the team that developed the last Mass Effect was not the main team.
This is the Ace team.
This is the main team making this game. Yep. So that part of it has me hopeful, very hopeful. But still, I think even that sub team, I think they could have done a better job if they weren't rushed to get that game out. That game was rushed. But I'll be picking it up. I'll be playing it day one with you. I'm hoping for the best, man.
Me too.
Hoping for the best. All right, let's move on. Metro Exodus is our next game on the list. That actually comes out on the same day as Anthem. That's tough.
That is tough. You got to make a choice. Anthem or Metro. More than likely, more people are going to go towards Anthem. I have to think more people go towards Anthem. That's in my opinion.
Yeah, they're not the same type of game, but it's not the same. It's a shooter. They're both shooters,
but on that day, I got $60.
Yeah.
Which one am I going to get? If I'm a gamer and I like both type of games, probably give me Anthem just to give it a shot to see what it's like because of the PvE and the multiplayer aspect of it.
Yeah, so. Metro is not. I don't know that Metro is big enough to go up against BioWare. Anything that BioWare does. I don't know. Their name kind of took a hit with the last game, but I hope it does well because the Metro games are pretty good from what I played. I played maybe the second one. I can't remember what it was to speak intelligently on it, but their mechanics are pretty good. They use bullets as a form of currency. It's a dope game. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. I think I'm gonna go back and play the older games. This is another one where I just want to play the older games before I play the new one.
I'm with you on that, Cat, because I played a little bit of the first one, so I'm familiar a little bit with it, but not enough to speak intelligently about it. But I do want to go back and play them. Maybe just throw them on my PC. Yeah. And knock them out, see how they play. So I am looking forward to this game because when they first showed the trailer at E3, I want to say last year, I was blown away, but I'm like, wow, that looks pretty amazing. So.
They always show trailers that are pretty, very pretty. Yep. And if you didn't know, it's a post-apocalyptic game. So yeah, I look forward to it. It's not a day one for me, like Anthem is, but I do look forward to it. All right.
Hype meter?
Oh yeah, hype meter, man. We can't forget about the hype meter. Out of 10, my hype meter is actually, well, I gotta temper it. It's a 7, only because I'm not gonna play it right away. But I am pretty hyped for the game. I'll put it at a 7.
7. For me, I'll put it about a 6.
6, yeah.
6.5. Yeah, that'll be my hype meter.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped for it, but I'm not gonna play it right away. So, all right. Next game on the list is a big one as well. Devil May Cry 5, developed by Capcom. It's coming out March 8th of 2019. This is a big one. This is a game that fans have been waiting for, the 5th installment in the Devil May Cry series. I know we had the DMC. I love DMC, which was the previous Devil May Cry game. It was a game that another studio developed, and forgive me, Ninja Theory.
Okay.
Ninja Theory developed it, They gave Dante this new look, this new fresh look.
So there was a lot of controversy to talk about because he looked more modern, more metrosexual, you want to say. So, yeah. Yeah,
and a lot of people didn't agree with it. I didn't mind it. The gameplay was dope. Ninja Theory's games are, as far as gameplay is concerned, I put them up there with like Team Ninja and, you know, the guys that make, like, they're solid games. But yeah, there's a new look for Dante in this one. Is he older in this game? I can't remember. We got footage of it going up right here, but yeah, I think there's a new look for Dante. I think he's just older in this game, and it's the first game since 2008.
Yeah, 2008. It's 11 years. 11 years since what? Devil May Cry 4.
Yeah, since in the main series.
Series,
because we had DMC in between there. But yeah, main series, this was the first one since 2008.
Yeah, that's a long time for a Devil May Cry game.
Yeah. And the producer that produced the older ones is back for this one. So people are hyped about that. He's going to treat it well because this is his baby.
This is his baby, yep.
Hype meter for this game, I'm going to have to say it's around What's funny is I love Devil May Cry. I know it's going to be good. I'm not going to play it day one. No. My hype meter right now is around a 5, and that's not indicative. These hype meters, let me just explain. It's not indicative of how good or bad the game is. It's just a gauge how much we're looking forward to the game.
Right.
So a 5 right now. Again, that's not saying that the game is going to be bad, because I think it's going to be amazing. I think the scores are going to be amazing, but I'm just not hyped for it right now for some reason. For some reason, I'm not really hyped for it.
I guess for me, so all the older Devil May Cries were PlayStation exclusives. I really wasn't into the PlayStation, so I didn't really play them back then. You know, I have had the last couple PlayStation. So for me, the hype meter on this one, I would say about a 5 as well. I definitely do want to check it out because the combat in Devil May Cry games are always awesome.
Yeah,
you know, I played a little bit of it, but not enough. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, if you like action games, I would definitely check it out. This next game. What's funny is this game is a game that I'm very much looking forward to, The Division 2. This is a Ubisoft game. The developer is Massive Entertainment. Mm-hmm. This game comes out on March 15th, 2009. So very much looking forward to that.
So a good thing about that date, there's not much around that time frame for The Division. Mm-hmm. So it should stand out a little bit for them. Mm-hmm.
Yes, very much so. Seems like a smart date to put it in. And they already have 3 expansion packs planned for the first year, which is dope in my opinion. They just have content lined up, ready. What I'm thinking is they learned from the previous game. The previous game was kind of bare bones. When I first jumped in it, it was bare bones. I know that game got extremely good over time.
Yeah, the problem with the game was, all the way up until the end game, you know, it was... You could say it was just bare bones. Once you got the end game, there wasn't enough content there to keep you coming back. Because in these type of games, once you get to the end game, it's all about those raids and getting higher level gear, doing harder raids and stuff. It wasn't there in the game at the start. So hopefully they learn their lesson and have some end game ready for that one. Because there are always going to be people who are going to speed through those games and get to the end game quick. Yeah. So you got to satisfy those customers and give them something. So
another dope thing is Microsoft confirmed that if you buy the game, the DLC will be free.
Right.
That's DLC. A good way to keep your player base together.
Yep.
A very good way to keep your player base together. What I'm hoping to see in this game is not that you can pay for guns that make you more powerful, but you can pay for maybe like cosmetics and things to make you look different that way.
Right.
I really think they're going to prove themselves with this game.
I hope so.
Like, my hype is...
Because here's the thing, the first game was not bad. It was a good, solid base. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. I think we played it I played with my brother. I enjoyed it. It felt like the first game of a new IP. Yeah. So I'm hoping with the second game, they add on to that base and they flesh it out a little bit more. So I am looking forward to this game, man. Like I said, I enjoyed the first one. I am looking forward to this one. This probably will be a day one for me. So
this is a day one for me. And keep in mind as well that the first game was one of the first, one of these shared worlds that we're getting on consoles. It was the first of its kind. So people are still trying to figure out how to best do these types of games
on a console. Yeah.
There are a couple of developers that I think get it extremely right. Like Rockstar. I think that Rockstar and GTA, even though it was sucky at first, like very, very bad. I think Rockstar figured it out, and I think the Division 2 is going to figure it out. Hype meter for me, out of 10, I'm going to say a 10. It's crazy how hyped I am for this game.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's up there with Resident Evil for me. Like, I'm extremely excited about this game because I've been looking for a shared war game to, like, just suck me in.
Yeah, I know. We've been talking about that.
and Red Dead is doing a good job, but, you know, I haven't, like, felt the need to run back home and play Red Dead immediately. But I'm hoping that this game will be what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
what about you?
For me, I'm pretty hyped about this game. Probably not a 10, but around an 8, 8.5. Okay. So I'm pretty excited about the game. Like I said, this is a day one for me. I want that shared world experience, so definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's. I don't even understand why my hype level is so high. I did enjoy the first game.
I'm surprised by you being that high, but
I think it's my eagerness to find that shared world game that I fit into. So, all right, moving on. The next game, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. From Software is the developer. This game comes out on March 22nd. This is another game that I'm very much looking forward to. It's a hack and slash stealth game. It's from the developers of Demon Souls,
Dark Souls,
and Dark Souls.
So you expect some tough combat.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, and Bloodborne. So if you like those types of games, you should probably be looking forward to this. From what I understand, the gameplay is slightly different. So I wouldn't. Like, a lot of people that played this game went in trying to play it like a Demon Souls or Bloodborne, and were taken aback by how different it is, because there's different mechanics that you can see. There's a grappling hook and all that stuff.
Right, so he has a prosthetic arm that can actually swap off for different attachments. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's a hack and slash sword-based fighting game. Yeah, so his main weapon is always a sword in his one hand, and in his other hand he can switch out. So yeah.
Very much looking forward to this game. Man, hype meter for this one for me is very high as well. This is a 9. I love what From Software is doing with these games, and like, I don't know, their games are good. Like, if you take a second to sit back and play those games, even though they're hard, once you have the patience for how hard they are, you could probably get through them pretty easily. But it just takes a lot of their games take a lot of patience in knowing when to strike and when not to strike. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. I'm a fan of From Software. What about you?
For me, like I said, the Dark Souls games were tough. Haven't played them all, so I can't really speak intelligently about them. I am into the samurai period. I do like the sword play. So that's another catchy feature for me. So that kind of raised my hype meter. So for me, I'm going to put it around 7.5.
That's pretty high, man. Yeah. I thought it was going to be a little bit lower.
And this also seemed like although it's not, it seemed like it would be a PS4 exclusive type of game, but no, it just seemed like it would be. But it's a multi.
What's funny is Sony could have had them. Like, Demon Souls was a PS4 exclusive or PS3 exclusive, and for some reason Sony chose not to like get that studio in house. Yeah. So they started releasing the games on all platforms.
It seemed like
that's probably why it seems like a PlayStation game. All right, so the next game on our list, Shovel Knight King of Cards, developed by Yacht Club Games, comes out April 9th, 2019. This is an indie game. One that I'm very much looking forward to. Man, there's so many. I've said that so many times, but there's so many good games. Like, there's so many good games coming out. So I really enjoyed the first one. I bought it on multiple platforms and played it over again. Like, I have it on Switch and I have it on PS4, and I think I have it on PC as well for some reason. I think I got it in a bundle on Humble Bundle. But it's a great game. It's a great game. Now, there's 4 new worlds and 30 new courses in this game. So there seems to be a lot of content for you to grab onto. My hype meter for this game, I mean, there's so many good games. It's an 8. It's high. It's high. I'm looking forward to this.
So wasn't this like one of the first games your daughter really, really got into was Shovel Knight?
Yeah.
So she played.
How did you? Yeah, she for some reason she gravitated to that one. Game.
Yeah,
it was an old school game. Yeah.
So, yeah. So I haven't really played much of the original. I do need to go play it. I don't.
So good.
I definitely need to go down. Probably do that right after this video. Go download that. For me, hype meter. I'm going to give it a try. Like I said, once I done with this, I'm going to download it, play it. So hype meter probably around a 6 or 7.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The next game on the list is Rage 2, developed by Avalanche Studios and id Software. So think Doom
and Just Cause.
Yep, put together.
Yep.
And this game is coming out May 14th of 2019. One of the big selling points on this was no loading screens.
I love
big
that.
World. Big
love
world.
That. Open world, big world, no loading screens. Loved it. That just bumped up the hype meter a little bit more.
I was so hyped for this game that I tried to go back and play the original Rage. It's not that good of a game. It's really not that good of a game. It's okay. Well, let me say it like this. It's okay. It's not a horribly bad game. It's a kind of a boring game in my opinion. Okay. I think that's the only thing that was wrong with it. The gameplay is tight. It was just kind of boring to me.
I wonder, because I went back and looked at some gameplay footage, looked at some articles and stuff about it. Some people said that the game felt disconnected because you had the racing part, then you had the combat part, and then there was another part. They all felt different.
Okay.
And they're hoping that with Rage 2, they kind of been able to mesh all 3 aspects of the game into one and not have them so disconnected. So hopefully the no loading screens will help, or a better transition between those 3 different phases of the game.
Yeah.
So when they first announced this game at E3, I was pumped for the game. I'm like, yes, this game is good. Basically because of the developers as well. Because I knew Just Cause, loved those games, loved obviously what id does. Yep. So I am really hyped for this game. I have high hopes for this game. This could be one of the contenders for Game of the Year.
Oh yeah, I think it'll be up there.
Yeah,
I think it'll be on a couple people's lists. Yeah, it looks. I mean, the game just looks smooth. The way the combat flows looks very smooth. The move sets that the character had, like, it all just looks like it flows together very well. So I'm hoping that game pans out to be as good as I'm hoping.
Yep.
All right, the next game on the list. And actually, before I say the next game on the list, these next bundle of games don't have a specific release date, so they are all just set for 2019, and hopefully they don't get pushed. But you know how that is.
Right.
So the next game on the list is Skull and Bones. Developer Ubisoft. Again, 2019, no specific date. What it looks like to me, and it's in the notes here. It looks like the pirate version of Assassin's Creed was stripped out and then
from Black Flag,
Black Flag, and made into its own game, which is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
So I didn't play Black Flag, so this would be pretty interesting to see how this game actually is.
Yeah, the naval combat was pretty good, and I could see how they could strip it out and make it its own thing. So, I have high hopes for this game. My hype meter for it has been lowered a little bit, and let me explain why. Only because of how well the Sea of Thieves developers are communicating with the community and how well that game's being updated. So, there's a lot of stuff that wasn't in there when that game.
So
first
I haven't
came out.
gone back and played that game in a while. So
it's pretty good now. There's another update that's coming that introduces like story content. There's a story to attach yourself to. So, in fact, I think when you go to download that patch, you have to download the full game and reinstall the full game. So that patch. It's pretty big, basically. It changes the game in a major way, and I'm hoping that pans out. But, like I said, my hype meter has gone down a little bit because Sea of Thieves has started to climb up in terms of its quality. But I'm still looking forward to Skull and Bones. I will give it a 6 or 7 for my hype meter out of 10. What about you?
So my thing about Skull and Bones, when that first came out, and this was when Sea of Thieves may have not came out yet, or just came out?
Yeah.
I was like, this is probably what Sea of Thieves should have been. When I first saw it, like, this is what Sea of Thieves should have been. My hype meter for this game now is probably about six for this game.
I definitely want to check it out. I don't know if I'll buy it day one. Yeah, I agree with you. Sea of Thieves should have, like, this game looks deep.
Looks deep. That's
what,
the thing. Yeah,
that was the thing. Like Sea of Thieves was very, very bare bones. It was so bare bones that I had buyer's remorse because I bought that game.
Yeah, I did.
I bought that game. I didn't even have Game Pass at the time. I was like,
Yep.
Rare? Yep. Let's sign it up. And then I was kind of disappointed. But like I said, that game's gotten better over time. I'm looking forward to Skull and Bones. I don't know if I'll buy it day one. I do want to check it out, though. All right. The next game on this list, Jedi Fallen Order. Again, 2019, no specific date. This is a Respawn game. And I'm actually really looking forward to this. I don't even really get into Star Wars all like that, but I'm looking forward to this game because Respawn's developing it, and I know somebody can make a damn good Star Wars game if they just try. Like,
yeah.
Star Wars is not skimping on the content that you have to use in terms of what you can use to make a game. Like, there's a lot there.
Ton there.
There's a ton there. That's why I was disappointed about the open world. Being,
So when I first heard that announcement, I was a little scared because I thought of Fallen Order, like, okay, it's not that game, so I was a little bit scared, but then I got relieved that I knew that it wasn't that one. We don't know anything about this game.
Not much.
Nothing about this game,
except that it exists.
Except it exists.
But the weird thing is, like
I said, I trust. I know Respawn's going to be good,
and that's funny. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I trust Respawn because the Titanfall game, love both of the Titanfall games, so.
But again, they're behind. It's behind that.
It was behind EA wall. That's the one caveat. It's like,
what's funny is Titanfall 2 was extremely good.
Yes.
EA just wanted to destroy it by putting it around games that have been solidified
for
years.
Terrible date. Yeah.
So yeah, I hope that EA smart with this. I hope that this is a single player game, isn't it? This isn't gonna. I think this is a single player game, if I'm not mistaken, because they got Battlefront, which is their multiplayer type of deal. No screenshots, no gameplay, nothing. So I don't know. I don't know much about Star Wars. I don't know if you could speak intelligently.
I don't think they've even announced, or at least I haven't heard or read up on it. I don't know what the story is. Okay. I don't know what the time frame is. No, I take that back. This game actually takes place in between episodes 3 and 4.
Okay.
So if you're familiar with the movies, this is after Revenge of the Sith and before A New Hope. So in between that period, this is after. Okay, so I do know a little bit about this game. Sorry. So you play as a Padawan who is escaping being hunted down.
Okay.
So this is after they did Order 66 when they went on and wiped out all the Jedi in the universe. So you're one of the Jedi who escaped, and you are being hunted down, and
that's about it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So
because it's Respawn, I'm looking forward to it. Because it's Star Wars to a certain extent, I'm looking forward to it. I believe that there could be an amazing game in that world.
Yeah. So it's set 10 years after they get that Order 66. So you're trying to stay alive.
All right.
So So my hype meter for this game. It's a Star Wars game. It's developed by a great developer. 9. It's a Jedi game. I'm 9, man. I've been looking for a Jedi-based game since Star Wars KOTOR 2 or the Old Republic. Yeah, so yes, very hyped for this game.
I would say my hype meter is at around an 8. And again, it's the developer. I know they're behind EA. But I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they do with the Star Wars franchise, because I know you could make a good game in that franchise. I'm hoping that they come through.
Yep.
So yeah, 8 out of 10. All right, moving on to the next game, Wolfenstein Youngblood. I remember seeing this game a little while ago.
Might have been awesome. Yeah.
I can't remember where it was debuted, but or maybe it just feels that way. It's developed by Machine Gun Games. Publishers Bethesda.
Right.
It's coming out in 2019. It's a co-op game featuring twin daughters of the main protagonist BJ Blazkowicz and the rest of the Wolfenstein games. So what's funny is I need to play those other 2 Wolfenstein. I still on my backlog is those 2 Wolfenstein games. I need to play those because I started the first one. It's really good.
Same
I have no reason to think that Machine Gun Games is going to slack on this one either. So, hype meter for me, 7, 6, 7, 7. I'm gonna say 7.
Yeah, same ballpark, 7. Let me say, I started the first game, haven't finished it. I want to go back and finish those games. I do want to go back. So,
the first
7.
part of the first game was that's what people say is the bad part of the game. Once you get past like the first, I think it was hour and a half.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I think the game picks up quite a bit. So yeah, I'll get back to it. I think I have it on PC. God, I gotta install it. Backlog, man. Your backlog will drive you crazy if you let it. Mm-hmm. Next game on the list, Psychonauts 2, indie game. This game is one of Tim Schafer's game. I forgot the name of the company that's developing. I think it's Double Fine. if I'm not mistaken. Yep. I don't know where I forgot to note that down. But it comes out in 2019. PC, Mac, PS4, Xbox One. I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to this. Well, it's not that this hype meter has nothing to do with the quality of this game, because I know I need to play Psychonauts 1. But since I haven't played that first one, my hype meter for this one is around a 4 or 5. I'm gonna go ahead and say 4.
Sorry, speaking of Star Wars.
Oh yeah. Got your Star Wars mug with good tea in it.
Yep.
Yeah, Psychonauts 2 is around. I'm gonna just say 4. This game is so close to the bottom of the first one. It's so close to the bottom of my backlog that I can't really get hyped for the second one just yet. But I know they're good games. One day I'm gonna just pick it up and be like, it's time for some Psychonauts.
Yeah, so I've never played the first Psychonaut. This game's never been on my radar. I'm familiar with them. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm 3. My hype meter. Yeah. I mean, it's just not on my list.
Yeah,
I mean, it's one of those games. If ever I don't have any games to play and it's free, I will play it.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
Yeah.
The next game on this list is a game called A Plague Tale: Innocence. Now, this is an indie game. One that was announced, I want to say last year. And Asobo Studios is developing it. It comes out in 2019. No specific date. The game looks interesting, which is why I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I like indie games because they usually do something super weird. Mm-hmm. This game has like Last of Us vibes, though.
It does. So I didn't hear about this game until we went to this list. I'm like, oh, what's this game? Yeah. So I went and looked at some gameplay for it. It is really interesting. I think you play as a mother or something, and you have your kids and you're trying to survive with them. So it has that stealthy gameplay to it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this game does look very interesting. I want to know more about the game. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and from an indie developer, I mean, it looks pretty high quality.
It looks pretty high quality. This is one of the higher quality indie games. It's one of the higher quality as far as what it's technically
the graphical style.
The graphical style
aspect of it. Yes,
it's high quality. Because I would say something like Shovel Knight is very high quality. It's just in a different way. But this game just looks technically impressive for an indie game. Mm-hmm. For an indie team to have the time to pull something like this off is impressive.
Right, that is very impressive. So I'm hoping that this game pans out. I didn't know much about it, so my hype meter obviously starts low on this. Yeah. And then the more I see and hear about it, it will probably go up. Mm-hmm. So we don't have any release date information about this game.
2019 is I think the best we can do right now.
Yeah.
Yep. My hype meter for this game, I'm an indie game junkie. Like if you go through my digital list or digital library, I want to say more than 65, about 70% of my games are indie. So
okay.
I buy a lot of indie games. I would say a 7 for this.
Okay.
I am going to check it out when it comes out. I'm very curious about what this game is, so I'll be checking it out. All right, Jamocha. The next game on our list, one I'm very much looking forward to, Control, developed by Remedy Games. Coming out in 2019, so there's no specific date for it just yet, but I can't wait to get one. I really hope this game doesn't get pushed back. So just in case you don't know, Remedy Games is responsible for Alan Wake, Quantum Break, which is an Xbox exclusive, and Max Payne, the first 2 anyway. So needless to say, their pedigree speaks for itself. I'm very much looking forward to this game. Pretty darn hyped for this game. A lot of environmental storytelling. Mm-hmm. They are very good with storytelling. That's one of their very strong suits. So my hype meter for this game is sitting at about a 9 right now, Jamocha.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, so Remedy, love the developer, love the development team. Alan Wake, the games I played Alan Wake, Quantum Break, love the games. You know what's unique or weird about the situation? I thought that when they got those exclusives for Xbox, I thought that Microsoft would snatch them up and make them an exclusive developer, but they didn't. But that's okay. But yeah, this game, when I first saw the trailers, I'm like, oh, this game looks pretty sweet, pretty dope. Looks like it would not. It looks like a PS4 type of game, but you know, I thought it was, but it's a multi-platform. Sorry, but yeah, this game looks really good. I'm excited about it. Yeah, so my hype meter on this game, I'm gonna have to put it around an 8.
Okay.
8. So yeah, so I'm pretty stoked about this game. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Definitely want to know more about it. Yep.
Yeah, I love Remedy. Love them to death. Very much looking forward to the story they tell in this game.
Yeah.
All right, the last game on the third-party list before we get into the exclusives. In the Valley of the Gods. Now, I can't remember who's developing this, but this game looks interesting. It's coming out on PC and Mac.
It's the same developer from Firewatch.
Okay, yes.
Yep.
Sorry, yes.
I think their name, drawing a blank. But.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on the name of the studio, but I love Firewatch, which is a big reason I was looking forward to this game. But this is coming out in 2019 sometime. Hopefully very soon. Again, I love Firewatch. Hype meter for this game. I mean, 6 or 7. I'm going to say 6. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to playing it.
Yeah, game looks pretty good. I love the art style. I say looks very similar to Firewatch. I haven't played Firewatch. I know you told me to play it. I've actually looked it up on my Switch, and I actually put it in my cart, but I backed out of it. So I do want to play Firewatch. So knowing that, from all I hear about Firewatch, it actually was up for Game of the Year awards. I want to say Firewatch.
It was up for.
If this game holds true to form from that developer, I mean, this game does look pretty interesting. So would definitely want to check it out. My hype meter, probably 6 or 7. And you're more into indie games than I am, so for me, that's pretty high. Not that I don't like indie games, I'm just more of a AAA guy.
Yeah.
So I like to hear my sounds and use my surround sound. But yeah, pretty hype about this game.
Yeah. Just to let you know, Firewatch is a different type of game.
It's a different game.
So
I know he has some type of relationship with the lady on the other end of the walkie-talkie.
Yeah, play that game, man. Now that I'm thinking about it, that game was dope. It's just a story. You're just going through this story. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the third-party games of 2019. Very much looking forward to a lot of those games. I'm going to be spending a lot of money. From the sounds of it, you are too. But if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for us. Go ahead and share this with your friends. Hit that comment section. Let us know your hype for these games that are coming in 2019. What is your most hyped third-party game?
Did we miss any games?
Let us know in that comment section below. Also, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for us. We got the 2019 exclusive games going up. I'll probably link it here when it's up. So,
not here.
Yeah, not there. I'm going to link it here. So look out for that as well. But anyway, you can follow me on Twitter at CharliePinkSN. Jamocha?
You can follow me on Twitter at SNJamocha.
And you can follow Sounds Nerdy at Sounds Nerdy. As always, guys, again, thank you very much. And until the next time, take care.
Be nerdy.